Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. It's gonna be a long video, I assure you that, so you need to grab a cup of coffee and please bear with me. Before we get started, I will be recording this video only in English. Okay, so if you'd like to get a translation with subtitles for other languages, so let me quickly show you how to do this. You can use the YouTube translator, the captions, but if you don't know how to, so this is a sample video, you just need to click on CC button here to get the translation. Now it's translating in English already, so yeah, you just need to select the language that you'd like to have this video translated to. Click on subtitles. Yeah, now it's set to English. You need to set it to auto translate, and then you can check other choose other languages such as Arabic, for example. Yeah, now it's translating from English to Arabic. Nice. Yeah, all right. So by viewing this video, I'd assume that you already know what SCEP is, what NDES is, and you're looking for a guide to for how to properly deploy it. So we're not gonna waste our time today by explaining what SCEP or NDES actually is, because it's gonna be a very long video anyway. So you are not familiar with what SCEP is or NDES is, just Google it, please. And I'm sorry for my voice, I'm a bit ill. Yeah, I'm a bit sick this week, but yeah, since I'm on holiday these days, so yeah, it's a good chance to seize the time and record this video. And the good news also is that my new home lab server is on the way. Yeah, so yeah, I will be able to test the sample hardware that I've got from Intel recently. I have a box here by the corner full of Intel Optane NVMe disks. Yeah, I'm really thrilled to test it in the lab. Yeah, so once the server gets here, I will install the hardware and record more videos for testing it. So if you are into storage and interested in testing Intel Optane NVMe on VMware vSAN, to be specific, VMware vSAN 8, then yeah, just subscribe to my channel, please, to get the notifications for the upcoming videos. Yeah, all right, so what do you have today? Okay, I'm gonna deploy NDES or SCEP environment. I'm gonna deploy it completely, and it will be published by Azure AD App Proxy. Okay, so this guide is a bit agnostic. You can use it to configure or deploy your SCEP environment for any MDM solution. Is it Jamf Pro or Intune? For Jamf Pro, I think it will be ready for you to be rolled out into production right away, and make some other configuration on Jamf. Of course, we're not gonna configure anything on Jamf or Intune, but for Intune, you would need to make a couple of more steps in your environment, on the SCEP environment. So yeah, you need to go through the documentation of implementing SCEP or NDES for Intune, and there's a guide here. So yeah, this guide here is on my blog, Mo's Notes. It took me a while actually to have the environment stable and working properly, so I thought it would be nice to share it with the community. I've grabbed the information from a lot of videos here and there and documentation, and this is a summary, a straightforward summary for all of the steps that you need, including few optional steps. You can also, you'd see here, the troubleshooting section is very important, the prerequisites, some important notes also, and at the very end here, I'm including the resources, so you can refer to them, where I got my information for recording this video. It's available also in a PDF format, and we are actually gonna use that one because it's easier to for myself to navigate during this demo. Okay, so what do I have, or what should you have, or how should you implement it? It depends on your preferences. So in my lab, I have everything configured on Azure. But for your environment, yeah, mainly the NDES is used to, or the Azure App Proxy actually is used to, the Azure AD App Proxy is used to publish. It's a reverse proxy, so it's used to publish your on-premise applications that lie behind your data center firewall. So it's not published to the internet, so it safely publishes it to the internet, right? Azure AD, without going into much details, it provides DDoS attack defense and yeah, some other defense mechanisms. Pardon me. So your application would be definitely secure to be published that way. If you don't want to use Azure App Proxy, if you don't have an Azure tenant, if you don't like to use it, but I'd highly recommend to use it because it's very straightforward and easy to use. If you have other reverse proxy third-party appliances or software that you'd like to use, then yeah, you should refer to their documentation for the how to publish the NDES, the Microsoft NDES service, okay? Because this guide focuses mainly on Azure AD App Proxy. Again, the topology, it depends on your situation. So again, in my lab here, I have everything on Azure. In my production, I have a hybrid setup. So I have the core services running on-prem, of course, and some services were deployed on Azure. So I have a mixed environment or a hybrid environment, and you need to have a speedy connection with low latency between your on-prem and Azure, if you're going to use Azure in this case. Pardon me. In my production, I use ExpressRoute. Of course, it's very expensive, I know, but for big enterprises, it's nothing. If you're a small shop, you can just use the VPN, site-to-site VPN, to have a secure connection in case you have a hybrid model. We will go through a diagram just in a minute. But if you're gonna install everything on-prem, then you don't need to worry about the connectivity to Azure. You just need a reliable internet connectivity between the Azure connector nodes. I will let you know what the connector node is, and the Azure cloud. So no need for a VPN or ExpressRoute in this case. But yeah, I'm not gonna go deep into this because this is not our focus. You can go through the documentation and select the architecture, the design that suits your needs. All right. So what are we gonna cover here today? Yeah, we're gonna recover in this guide. We're gonna recover the prerequisites. Yeah, the architecture. All right, how to configure your certificate authority, because you need an enterprise PKI infrastructure on your site, on your environment. Okay, how to deploy the NDES role, and some other stuff. For NDES high availability, it's not really covered deeply in this guide, but I will give you a hint on how to make it highly available, because the NDES role for Microsoft by design, it does not support high availability or clustering or being a cluster. So you need to figure out if you needed an HA for it. So you need to put it behind a load balancer with some, with the configuration of the weight balancing. You need to wait. If you have, for example, 2 NDES servers, then excuse me, you need to put the weight like 100% and 0% for the first node and the second node. So just in case the first node goes down, it fully fails over to the second one. But yeah, I need to test it first, and then I may record another video for it in another some other time. How to access the SCEP. This is very important one. Yeah, because I've gone through a lot with the implementation. So I thought to share some important notes, especially about the lifecycle management of your SCEP environment. So either we're gonna go through it in this video, or you can on your own pace you can read it, but it's very important, okay, and how to take care of in this environment, because some certificates needs to be SSL certificates needs to be manually renewed, right? Right. The troubleshooting section is very, very important. So you need to read it carefully. It's going to help you a lot with some troubleshooting tools and command lines that would help a lot, of course, to pinpoint where the problem is. I had some issues with my PKI in production. And I was able to fix it, and I've listed all of the steps that you need. All right, so let's get started with the prerequisites, but let me first quickly show you my where's my web browser? This is my web browser here. So this is my environment, my lab environment on Azure. I have all of these servers. So I have, let me sort them by the IP address. Alrighty, I have a domain controller, I have a root CA in my PKI, and I have a subordinate CA. And why I did it like that? Because most of the tutorials out there will teach you how to deploy NDES with a very simple environment, freshly installed with no problems at all. So when you start to implement that on your production environment, you would definitely get stuck with problems here and there. Okay, so I tried to mimic what really happens and what's really there in production. Usually you should have at least two CA servers. One of them is the root, of course, and it should be powered off and offline, and in our scenario here it's offline. So if you can see here, it's powered off, and the subordinate one. So the NDES server will be communicating with the subordinate one. I did it like that because I'm intending to conduct another to record another video to troubleshoot some PKI issues. All right, one SCEP server for now, and one a proxy connector server. I will let you know what that is. In production you should have at least two connectors, but just to save my spendings on Azure, I'm just deploying one for now, but you definitely need to have at least two connector nodes deployed on the cloud. Deployed to have the Azure App Proxy connector software installed on them. You need a piece of software called the Azure App Proxy connector. We will get to that point later. All right, let's get back to the documentation. So let's go through the prerequisites one by one. Some of them I have already configured. To keep this video as shorter as possible. I'm assuming that this video might exceed 2 hours, but let's wait and see. Alrighty. Okay, this is the prerequisite. So what is the ecosystem of the SCEP? What do you need to have in your environment for the NDES role or the SCEP environment to be SCEP role to be deployed successfully? Of course, you need to have Active Directory domain services. You need to have domain controller or domain controllers in your environment. You need to have your enterprise PKI infrastructure, which is the Active Directory certificate services, and you definitely need an NDES server or servers, and you need to have the Azure AD App Proxy. It's not a must, but in my scenario here, I'm gonna use it to publish the NDES, right? So in case you have you already have a reverse proxy that you need to use, then again, you should refer to their documentation. Everything is detailed here. It's a boring guide, I know, but it's gonna help you a lot. All right. Again, the AD certificate services. So you need to have a healthy PKI environment. I will let you know how to check the integrity and the health status of your PKI before you proceed, because you will face issues. Trust me on that. This role will not work. Okay, and the server, yeah. So in the server is the SCEP server, and NDES is part of the Active Directory certificate services. So it's part of the PKI infrastructure. The NDES server does not on its own does not sign certificates, but it receives the requests from the endpoint device, the mobile phone or a laptop, and then forwards it to the CA to be signed and backwards, and send it back to the device, send the signed certificate. And why is it configured like that? Because yeah, it's not secure to publish your CA to the internet. So this is why you should use the NDES role only, that one to be published. So in case you got compromised, so only that one got compromised, not your PKI infrastructure. All right. Yeah, let me just double check that it's recording. Yeah, it's still recording. Yeah, sometimes I keep recording and I find out that it's it's paused by mistake. All right, Azure AD App Proxy. Yeah, so you need to have, if you're gonna use Azure AD App Proxy, then you need to have an Azure tenant, an Azure subscription. Yeah, you need to have at least Azure AD basic licenses or premium P2 licenses to be able to use Azure AD App Proxy. So yeah, the default tenant license of the Azure AD does not allow you to use the App Proxy. So yeah, you need to have a higher license. You should refer to Microsoft's documentation for that part, but it's very easy to set up. But in terms of the cost, I'm not really sure about the cost of the licenses for AD, for the Azure AD for now. You can check that on your own, please. Yeah, the cool part here, the VM sizing. Yeah, so you need to make a proper sizing for the virtual machines that will be deployed for the NDES components. For the connector Azure AD. So yeah, you need to refer to Microsoft's documentation for that part to make the right size for your needs, for how many devices are gonna access the NDES service, and according to that you're gonna you need to size it properly, right, to avoid having any latency issues or any because it might cause drawbacks, especially with the connector. So with the connector you need to make the right sizing, and again this is why you should have at least 2 connector nodes. We will cover that part later in this documentation. Azure AD will take care of the load balancing between your Azure connector nodes. Okay, the proxy connector node, it load balances. Yeah, so you can you will gain 2 benefits here. Yeah, the load balancing and the high availability with having multiple connector nodes. I'm stressing on that a lot. Yeah, that part, having at least 2 connector nodes. Let's proceed. Okay, AD Enterprise Admin Privileges. Yeah, so since the NDES is part of the ADCS of the PKI, so to be able to install the NDES role on the Windows machine, you need to have use a user account, an AD user account with Enterprise Admin Privileges that is member of the Enterprise Admin group. And in my demo here, yeah, I will be using an Enterprise Admin. So this is a must. This is required. Okay, so you can temporarily either use your Enterprise Admin account or have your account elevated from Domain Admin to Enterprise Admin temporarily, and then reduce the privileges when you are done with this setup, just for the sake of security. Right. All right, Enterprise PKI health status. Yeah, nice. So again, you need to make sure that PKI infrastructure is really healthy before you proceed. You can use this very nice tool. It's called PKIview.msc. We're gonna do this right away, okay, to test if your environment is healthy or not. Okay, you need to make sure that all the certificate verification lists are up to date. Everything is fine. So let's go to the lab and yeah, test that one. Which one here is mine. This is my domain controller in the lab. This is the and this is the CA server. Let's go to run. Run. Yeah. Run. Not sure why is it set. I just want to open the run menu. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was typing in a different language. It's the flu, and we need to run to type here pki view.msc, as you can see. Yep, let's go there. Nice. So yeah, you will get this nice view here. If you have nothing, yeah, like this one, yeah, just wait for a moment. Give it a moment. It will refresh. Okay, it's just checking the PKA environment. It shouldn't actually take that long, but yeah, give it a minute or two. We need just to refresh. Maybe it will, yeah, retrieve the needed status. So let's just give it a moment here. Let's refresh once again. Yeah, it just needed a minute here. Okay, so now it retrieves the information about your PKI environment. Pardon me for that zooming. Okay, yeah, so this is my root CA, and this is my subordinate, which is CA02. You need to make sure that everything, the status here is okay on everything. Otherwise, you might face problems. Yeah, so the root CA status looks fine. Let's check the subordinate, which is this server. Yeah, everything here looks fine. Make sure that everything is okay, nothing is expired, and also keep an eye on the expiration dates. So this certificate is expiring tomorrow. So today is the 25th of January 2023, and this one is expiring tomorrow on purpose because I need to have this expired and then record another video for troubleshooting. If you forget to power on your root CA from time to time for patching and yeah, just to refresh its connectivity to the domain controllers, yeah, you're gonna face problems. I faced such an issue, and it was I don't want to call it a nightmare, but it's not nice that you power on your root CA and find it not a domain member anymore. Yeah, really. All right, so yeah, the status here is fine. Let's get back to the documentation. So yeah, we have this one is check. We can maybe convert this PDF to a Word or Excel format, maybe just to add another column for status where you can add notes, or yeah. So this one here, number 7, is check. Let's go to number 8. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, number 8. SCEP NDES service account. So for the NDES service to run, it requires an Active Directory service account. Okay, and I'd suggest that you set a very strong and long password for this account because it's going to be used over the internet by your MDM solution. Yeah, so you need to set a complex long 60-70 characters, maybe longer if that's supported. Yeah, just to keep it as secure as possible. Alrighty, yeah, so you need to create it. Let me go also through 9 and 8 before we jump to the lab. This is optional. That one is also optional. If you might expand in the future, if you might need to have other SCEP environments in the future, then it's recommended to put the user account in a security group, AD security group, instead of just assigning the required certificates, the access permissions individually, account by account. It will be easier for you to just assign it here to security group, and the same as well as setting the same thing for the computer object of the NDES server or NDES servers. So it's recommended also to put them in on a a security group and a security group like that. So these are optional, but I would definitely recommend that, and I've done this on the lab. So let's go to the domain controller here. Yeah, so here I've created a new OU. You can create a new one or no, not. It depends on your preferences. No rules for that. I have here the SA account. This is the service account. Okay, and make sure to configure it properly, and yeah, make sure that the password never expires and the user cannot reset the password. Yeah, okay, just to avoid having problems. Yeah, this is the security group for the SCEP users, and yeah, sorry, as you can see here, the member here is this SCEP user, and here the group for the computer objects of the SCEP servers. Nice. Yeah, nice. All right, so that one is done. What else? Okay, these are done. Yeah, the networking part, this one is very important. Depending on your infrastructure, on your topology and how you're gonna deploy it. Yeah, but before we proceed here, I just wanted to show you the architecture. Yeah, and then we will get back to that networking part. Yeah, so as you can see here, this is a very simple diagram, and it assumes that the NDES server is on-prem here, and this is here the Azure App Proxy, and this is the end user or device or the MDM. Yeah, so the request is forwarded to the Azure App Proxy. Azure App Proxy forwarded to your NDES environment, to your SCEP environment. Either it's on-prem or somewhere else. It doesn't really matter. Okay. This is in the diagram. This is the topology in a nutshell. This is the architecture. This diagram, I got it from Jamf documentation, but again, just ignore the wording Jamf here. This is an agnostic guide. Yeah, so the endpoint devices are gonna contact the MDM, and the MDM will contact Azure App Proxy, and yeah, you know the rest. Okay, so you need to configure the networking properly. See how many connections are there. Okay, the connection from the App Proxy to your App Proxy connector, and then the connector to the NDES role, and yeah, so you need to configure the network properly and allow the needed ports. So let's get back here. All right, yeah, so you need to make sure that everything here is all of these ports are allowed. You can go through this on your pace, and most importantly, again, if you have a deployment, if you have a hybrid deployment, like for example, if you are deploying your NDES machines on Azure, for example, for any reason, and your CA server is on-prem, you need to have a reliable connectivity between both sites, the on-prem and the cloud, right? Alrighty, number 13 is we're not gonna actually cover it here, but it's for your preference. Yeah, just make sure that you configure monitoring, you deploy your OS on the VM. So yeah, make the VM. So and when it comes to the antivirus, make sure that the antivirus you're using and the configuration does not interfere either with the connector machines or with the NDES role. For example, with no offense, but for example, semantic enterprise, yeah, it causes some issues. Trend micro, it doesn't seem to cause issues, but maybe, yeah, again, just if you have strict antivirus policies in your environment, so make sure that when you test the NDES that it's not gonna, the antivirus is not gonna block anything. So yeah, in this guide, I'm not, in the troubleshooting in this guide, I'm not gonna cover the antivirus issues, but I thought to share for now. Yeah. Okay, we have covered this one. Okay, again, I have everything deployed on Azure and in my lab here. Yeah. Right. Certificate authority preparation. Yeah, this is let's start the fun part here. Okay, so this is safe. Let's keep this aside for now. We need this window here, or yeah, let's keep it open. Yeah, let's get back to the guide. Okay, let's prepare the CA environment for the NDES. So we need to create a couple of certificate templates and make some changes by granting some access rights to the service account and the computer objects of the NDES or NDES, yeah, the NDES server or servers. So yeah, first things first. Yeah, we need to create a certificate template here for our endpoint devices that will be used by the MDM. So to issue certificates and sign certificates for the endpoint devices, yeah, we need a template for that, a certificate template for that. Okay, so we need to open the CA management console, and then yeah, go to templates, right click on certificate templates, click on here, click on manage. So yeah, let's do this. Select the user template. So let's do this one by one. Okay, I have this already open. You just need to open the console. We need to right click again. Sorry, because when I zoom, the keyboard button, the start button also opens the start menu within the Azure VM, so pardon me for that. All right, so let's create our first template. Let's right click here on certificate templates and then click on manage. Yeah, and in this window here we will create more templates. We need to duplicate a template, so let's duplicate the user one. So right click, duplicate template, and let's get back to the guide. Yeah, so yeah, select the user template and duplicate that one. All right, we need to configure all of these tabs correctly. So let's go to the first tab here on the general tab. We need to set a friendly name, for example, NDES user. So I will set it to NDES user. So let's get back here. Let's go to, we will get back to the compatibility tab, or we can just do this one right away. So on the compatibility tab here, we need to set this to 2016. I don't believe this will really matter, but I'm following a guide again, and it should work also fine. But yeah, right. The general tab here, let's type the name. I'm gonna call it NDES user. Nice, this is the name, NDES user. Make sure that you don't leave any spaces here, because it's gonna cause you issues. So keep it just one word with no spaces. Let's set the validity. 1 year is not reasonable. So for mobile device, I think 15 days is quite enough. So let's set it in days. You can also set this according to your preferences, but in days is enough actually. This one in hours, you can set this to 1 day maybe. Let me set this to 1 day. But again, you can set this according to your preferences, and make sure on the that the renewal threshold excuse me, on the MDM solution that you're using, that you set the date to a less value. So here it's gonna expire in 15 days, so you should set it maybe to 13 days or 14 days on your MDM, right? Publish the certificate in AD. No. Okay, I think we're done here with the general tab. Let's get back to the guide. We're done with the compatibility tab. Yeah, set a friendly name here, set the validity period, and yeah, you should uncheck the publishing. It shouldn't be published on the domain on the Active Directory. Okay. Yeah, cryptography tab. Make sure that the key length is 20 48. So let's go to cryptography, which is the default. So yeah, here it's set to 2048 by default, and that's cool. What else? Yeah, extensions tab. This is very important. So under the application policies, you need to add the any purpose. So let's go there to the extensions tab. Extensions tab here. Yeah, application policies, edit, and then add, and add the any purpose. Okay, click OK, and yeah, okay. Don't click another OK up there. We still have, I think we still have something else to configure. All right, and under the security tab, yeah, here's where you're gonna grant access to the service account. Yeah, to this template to be able to issue a certificate. And the nice thing in this video and in this guide that I'm mentioning, a very nice tool that you can use to simulate a certificate generation. So it's a very nice tool to help you to troubleshoot. Yeah, okay, let's add the service account and give it the read and enroll access rights. So again, here, let's go to the security tab. Okay. Yeah, and under the security tab, let's add, out a bit for you. Let's add the security group for the users. Skip. Check. Yeah, this is correct. Correct. Now, yeah, let's select it and let's grant it the read and also the enroll access rights. Let's get back to the guide. Yeah, read and enroll. Now the subject name, this is very important also because I faced an issue because of this setting. So you need to set it to supply in request for the subject name of the certificate. Let's go here to the subject name. Yeah, subject name, and make sure that it's set to this one. Let's ignore this message. Okay, we are set. We're all set. Let's apply and okay, very nice. Yeah, okay, so this step is done. Okay, we need to create another certificate template, this time for the NDES server. To be more specific, the IIS server, not the SCEP server itself. So yeah, you need to have NDES should be accessed via HTTPS protocol, not HTTP, because the Azure, yeah, it's of course it's gonna be secure this way. And one more thing, that Azure, the Azure AD app proxy will not translate from HTTPS to HTTP. So you need to make sure that the web page of the SCEP opens in HTTPS protocol. Okay, and also, yeah, you need to make sure that the connector machine, we will get to that point later in this video, that the connector machine can access the SCEP environment, the SCEP server via HTTPS, and the status of the certificate in the web browser is secure. Otherwise, you will be facing issues with the Azure app proxy. But let's proceed. Yeah, so okay, so we will repeat the same steps, but this time we will duplicate the certificate template web server. Okay, let's go back there. Yeah, let's find the web server one, and here's the one we yeah, pardon me, here's the one we've just created. Here's the web server one. Let's right click again and duplicate this one. Not much changes. Let's keep everything here as, yeah, to the defaults with minor changes. So okay, right click, then you will do a pop-up, go to the general tab, just give it the name, give it a friendly name. Okay, I'm gonna name it NDES server in this case. You can call it NDES IIS maybe. I'm just gonna call it NDES server, and also make sure to uncheck the publish in active directory. Okay, let's do these things. the general tab. General tab. Let's give it a friendly name. And this server. Yeah, here it's in the server. I will leave the validity to the default. It's fine. Okay, and it's already unchecked for the publish. It's nice. I'm just making sure that it's unpublished. Okay, and then we should go to the security tab to grant permission access to this template for the IIS server or for the NDES computer to be able to generate certificates for this one. So what do we need to do here? Go to the security tab. Let me zoom out a little bit for you. Go to the security tab and add the computer object of the NDES server, or in my case I will be adding the security group, which includes the computer object. Add it here and grant it also the read and the enroll, as we did for the service account. All right. Okay, nice. Let's add here. Okay, it's SCEP servers. Okay, let's check the name. Yeah, it's checked. Here it is. It has the read only. Let's give it also the enroll. Nice. We are done here, I believe. Yeah, enroll and just apply and save. Apply and okay. Yeah, okay. Nice. So we have now these. We need to publish these certificates now to be able to be accessible. Okay, so one more thing here, we need to publish the newly created certificates. So we need to, in the console, we need to right click on certificate templates once again, select new, and then click on certificate template to issue. So here, we no longer need this window, so let's close that one for now. Okay, and this is the certificate templates. Right click and new, and certificate templates to issue, and here we should select the NDES, the new ones. You can multi-select here with holding down command button on Mac or control on Windows, and click. Yeah, now we have both of them. Nice, very nice. This is in the server, this is in this user. Yeah, everything so far looks in a very good shape. Righty, what's next? We've published that. Right, step number 5, we need to grant the security, the service account. We need to grant it more access rights to the CA server itself, not on a template this time. Yeah, so you need to right click the CA server and do the following. Go to the select properties and go to the security tab, and then add the user account, the service account, and give it these permissions: request certificates and issue and manage certs. So here under the CA console, once again select your subordinate server, right click on it, or your CA server in general, right click properties, go to security, right, click add here to add it, and again the user group, in my case SCEP users, check. Nice, it's available. Yeah, so it has sorry, I've selected the wrong one. Need to select the CA users. Out a bit. All right, so it has both here, which is nice. So it has both, because I've added it recently, but usually you will have one permission access. You need to grant it all of the needed access rights. So now it's here, and it has the right access to the server. Click OK. This one here is done. Right. Right, next step for the NDES RA certifications. What are the RA certificates? We will get to that point in the wizard of the deployment for the NDES. Okay, since the NDES server is going to be a part, or it actually is that role, the NDES role is part of the CA, so it needs a permission from the PKI infrastructure to be able to communicating and with the CA, receiving requests, forwarding it to the CA, and on behalf, as a man in the middle, on behalf of the endpoint device. So it requires to be authenticated, let's say authenticated, or granted the needed access via certificates, and it needs 2 certificates. Okay, these certificates are generated from these templates, so you need to grant the computer object access to it, because it will definitely need to access the private key. And actually we're gonna generate these certificates by the enterprise admin account. Okay, but it requires that type of access to work properly and land safely on the NDES machine. Okay, so we need to go once again to the certificate templates, manage on the manage and amend the security settings for these templates. Okay, this and that. So let's go once again. Let me just minimize this little pop-up down there. All right, I'll right click here, manage. Okay, let's go to the first one, which is this one, the SCEP encryption. Right click, properties, and let's head to the security tab. Zoom out a little bit, and it was already, it's configured. I did that part, so you need to grant it here. The SCEP users, the SCEP servers should be enough, but it won't hurt if you grant the access to both. You should, according to some documentation, it's required to grant the access to both the service account and the computer account. So it's already done, and you need to give it the read and the enroll rights. Let me check that once again in the guide, because maybe yes, you need to grant the service account and the computer object account. Right. Okay, so that one is done. Let's check the second certificate. Why when I press Alt and Tab, I don't know why this one pops up, but let's hide it. Okay, sorry. Okay, the second certificate template is the exchange enrollment agent, and the offline one, not any of the other ones, and it's already configured for you, just to save us some time. Here and there with the same access rights. That's cool. Right, so this point is also covered for now. Here comes another fun part, the NDES role enrollment, or the deployment. So we need to get to the machine, and I think I forgot to mention that all of my infrastructure is running Windows 2019. So that applies to 2016, 2019. If you're gonna use other Windows versions, I'd recommend that you refer to the documentation. Pardon me, just in case a little change here or there is needed. Right, so log into your SCEP machine. Okay, make sure that it has enough resources. Again, it consumes more CPU and more memory. And it doesn't really require that much of storage resources. It's just a compute service, right? The networking for the NDES, make sure that all of the ports are configured properly. Everything is properly prepared. The firewalls are turned off. I think I've mentioned that in the prerequisites. I think we are done with the prerequisites, but I needed to stress here on something. Was that covered here? Yeah, you just need to make sure that also the OS firewall is turned off. Okay, also turn off the Internet Explorer, the advanced security, enhanced security, because these are gonna cause issues. So don't open the Windows firewall unless required in your environment by policy, maybe. But it's I don't believe it's needed. It's gonna add more complications, when it comes to troubleshooting. All right, the networking part, you should take care of that. Okay, let's deploy the NDES rule, and I couldn't list everything here, so we will open that guide in a separate one. In a separate page. You should refer to that one because at some stage, we're gonna need it. So I'll keep it here just to help us a bit with the installation here. Right. Okay. This is my NDES node here. This is my SCEP server. So let's go there and start installing the role. Add Windows roles. Okay, next, this local machine, next. And here you need to select the first one of the certificate authority. Yes, there's select everything here. Should we select anything else here? No. Let's just the IIS. We definitely need the IIS here. Also select that one. But let me double check something because we don't really need to select it at this stage, but let me make sure. Select that one. No, just the CA. Do not select the IIS at that stage. It should be installed automatically with the NDES role. All right, next, what do we need to take care of here? We need definitely need the framework 3.5, so we need this one. Okay, and please expand it and make sure that HTTP activation is selected. Everything is listed in the guide. Okay, except all of these. It needs IIS definitely. For the framework 4.7, also make sure that ASP 4.7 is selected. Under the WCF, you need to make sure that the HCF activation is also selected. TCP activation, no. We will review that in the guide just in a second. What else down there? For the IIS. There's something here related to the IIS. Maybe at a later page. Let's click on next. Another next. There's something missing here. So let's quickly check the guides. Not here yet. If we added all the dependencies, we just make sure please to select the HTTP activation again for both here and there for the framework, and make sure that in the end the server has internet access, because it will require internet access to be able to download the framework 4.7 and part of 3.5 if I'm not mistaken. The dependencies, it will need to fetch them from the internet. Otherwise, if you have a path for that, you can specify that the path. All right. Okay, and then at this stage we will be selecting only the NDES service. So let's get back to the lab. No, not CA. We need only NDES server, because now it was popping up the installation of the IIS. Okay, add all of these. Because we don't need to promote this server to be a CA also. So it's not recommended to have both, or maybe technically you can't have both on the same machine. right? So make sure that you deselect the CA and only select the NDES. Next, nothing here to specify. Next, yeah, nice. Here's the IIS settings. That's really tons of settings, man, that you need to go through. Okay, yeah, we need to select a few things here. Yeah, please select ASP 3.5 here. Make sure that all of these are selected. What else? If you go down there here under the management tools, expand the IIS management compatibility and the select IIS 6 WMI compatibility. Let's get back to the guide just to verify these. Yeah. Where was that part? Yeah, here for the IIS, you need to make sure that all of these are yeah, the request filtering, blah 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 blah. Let me check the request filtering. I'm not sure if it's enabled or not. These are done. Okay, management compatibility. Let me check the management compatibility is fine. Under security, where is security? Yeah, this is security. Yeah, request filtering is there. Nice. So we are done with this page. Let's proceed. Now, yeah, should we restart? This is nice, but let's make a final restart in the end, right? You can here specify another path for downloading these dependencies. Otherwise, just, yeah, make sure that the server has internet access. Okay, install. Let's give it a few moments. I'm gonna pause the video and come back later. All right, so the first phase of the setup is complete. Okay, we need to proceed with the second phase. So yeah, click here and click there. All right, what now? Yeah, this is the configuration of the NDES itself. So it's asking us here for the enterprise admin credentials, which I'm currently using. This is my account. This is your enterprise admin account. Okay, then next. Which role would you like to set up? It is the NDES role. Everything is detailed on the web page. Yeah, of the NDES. Here, specify the service account. Yeah, where this service account is going into action. So browse and type the account, but the user account, not the group, the account itself that will be used. So I call it SCEP01, and the password we have, nice. Okay, it's checked, verified. Let's continue. Next. What's the CA that will be used? So you need here to specify the CA server that will be that this NDES server will be communicating with. So it's not the root CA, of course, but if it's in my situation, it's the subordinate CA. And if you have a, yeah, of course, if in your environment, if you have only one CA server, then it will be the only one visible here. So I'm just selecting the subordinate one. Either way, the CA is offline. So yeah, I'm selecting the second one here. Nice. Okay, next. This is the RA certifications part. Certificates part. Yeah, certificates, not certifications. Yeah, so you should give it a friendlier name than this one. I will keep it as is, but you should give it a more reasonable name. The country doesn't really matter. I'll sit here at the Netherlands, where I am. Okay, NL, yeah, Netherlands. Excuse me. Yeah, you should fill this, but not interested for now. So this will create the RA certificates, but let's get to back here. Yeah, let's close this. This is fine. Let's check the issue certificates for now. We have only one certificate. It's the CA subordinate certificate here. All right, so let's go back here and continue. All right. The key length, keep it as default. And this is a review. You can review and then hit install. It should take a few moments to. Yep. Done. So let's go to the CA just to double check, refresh this view. Now, nice. Now we have the two RA certificates. They've been issued as requested by my enterprise admin account using these templates. Okay, the templates I told you about. So yeah, this is very important. Yeah. Okay, what next? The setup is complete. I hope that the wizard is not stuck. Nice. Yeah, sometimes it gets stuck here. Okay, this is nice. Okay, we will proceed with this. We need to restart the server, but not right now. Let's just finish everything and then make a single restart. Okay, this is done. Let's get back to my guide here. What do we need? What else do we need to take care of? Yeah, the RA, it's done. Okay, you should read this, please. Yeah, the end is what we need to make some preparations on this machine. I already did it, but we can do it once again because I want you to see the procedure. Okay, add the SA account to the local IIS users account on the NDES machine. Okay, I already done that, but let's quickly see that. So here, let's go to computer management, right click, yeah, to go to computer management, and yeah, local users and groups IIS, the IIS, sorry, yeah, the IIS, security, user, sorry. Here's the group, and this is the member, which is the group of the SA account. You should add the SA account or the SA group, security group here under the local IIS users. Otherwise, yeah, your setup will not really work as expected. All right. You should be doing this. You should be doing this step before you start the setup, because yeah, you're gonna face an error. So I should have said this, but you should do this first. If we go here to the guide, to this guide, where? I think it's a little bit up. Right before this section, that's on the group policy section. Yeah, it's somewhere here, but yeah, you need to do this step also. Okay, so make sure that you do it before. I should have placed this up a little bit, but yeah, you got the point now. You need to add it here. So yeah, reading this guide beforehand is better than just proceeding, because yeah, it's a bit, I know it's confusing, tons of steps. Okay, what now? We need to create an SPN, service principal name for the SA account. I already did that, but we can do it quickly. Let me search here on the same page, this URL. So you can go to this guide here, and this guide here is the same page here. The SPN, you need to create the SPN on the local machine and on every on every NDES machine with the service account that will be used on that very machine. All right, so let me copy this. This is the command, and this is a sample of it. Okay, just one backslash here. Be careful, there's two backslashes here, so be careful here just to have one backslash. Okay, because I have faced an issue because of that yeah, earlier. Yeah, let's get back to the server. You know, let me just put it here on a notepad, and no, not the regular notepad, this one. yeah, let's make a little bit changes. We need the host name of this machine. So we will need to run the CMD anyway. Okay, right click and run it as admin. Get the host name here. Yeah, let me get the complete FQDN as well, because we need it. Yeah, just to have it in a good written format, just to avoid any typos. Okay, this is the FQDN. Get back to my text file. Nice. Alrighty. Okay, you need to amend this to and it should be like that, HTTP, not HTTPS. Paste the FQDN of the server here. This is the FQDN. The domain name, just make sure to remove these square brackets. Put your domain name here. Okay, my domain name is mosnotes.local. Okay, and enter here the service account name, which is SA_SCEP 01 in my case. Let's try to run this one. It's already created, but yeah, let's give it a try. What it says here, there's a duplicate SAN found, which is fine, it's expected, but you should get a result such as this one here on the guide. Yeah, that the updated object, and it was successful. Yeah, sorry. All right, what else? So the SPN is done. Yeah, we need to make some changes under the local group policy of the machine. You can do it on the domain level. You can create a group policy, a GPO. You can create a group policy object and attach it to the OU of these NDES servers. But in my case, I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna do it on the local registry. So go to not regedit, to gp edit.msc. Okay, you need to follow the instructions. It's already in the guide, but yeah, we need to go to Windows settings, security settings, sorry. Okay, under security settings, local policies, and under local policies you go to user rights assignment. Let's go to the guide. Not this one actually. Here, yeah, click on that one. Yeah, under this section here for creating the group policy object. So I just need to skip to the what exactly is needed. Yeah, we don't need to create a domain one. Yeah, here let's specify it. No, just give me a break. Yeah, there it is here. So after creating the NDES GPO, we're not gonna do this, but we're just gonna directly we need to change 3 things. Yeah, so yeah, you need to add access to the SA account under the allow logon locally. This is the first one. You need to add. You need to make sure that this is in right order here. All of these instructions to you. So you need to include the SA user, or in my case the group, the security group. Okay. What else? So you need also to make the change on the logon as a batch job, and the same thing for logon as a service. Let's do these 3 things quickly. It's already done, but yeah, just to save us some time. But yeah, I just wanted to show it. So yeah, logon locally. Here we have. Sorry again. So we have the SA already added. What else? Logon. Let's get the names. No. Yeah, the logon is fine. The logon as a batch job, yeah. Don't worry, yeah. Logon as a batch job. So log on. I'm sorry. Once I start typing, yeah, that zoom flips, moves moves away from the view. Logon as a batch job. Yeah, the service account is already a member of the IIS users, but yeah, it won't hurt if we add it once again. So I just followed the instructions, and here it is, added. And what else is missing? Yeah, the last bit here is to add it also to logon as a batch job. Logon locally. Yeah, this one here, logon as a service. So yeah, so logon as a service, also the same thing for the users, right? So this one is done here. Okay, so it's done here for the GP. This one is also done. Let's keep it open for a moment. We might need it. All right, this is done. What else? Yeah, we need now to generate a certificate for SSL. This is mandatory. This is not mandatory now, but let's do it and get it done. Okay, I will need the FQDN of the machine. We need to create a certificate. We need to generate a certificate for the IIS this time from the NDES server certificate template that we've created, right? Yeah, so we need to open the MMC on the NDES machine and yeah, select add the certificate as a snap-in and open it with the computer account scope, not the user account scope, huh? Okay, because it's gonna fail, because only the user account has access to that. Personal certificates, and then yeah, we will select this template and continue adding a common name. Please follow this carefully. Okay, common name and etc. We haven't tested the NDES for now, but just hold on until we reboot. It's better. Okay, we're good. Alrighty, let's open the MMC on the NDES machine to generate a certificate. Yeah, we need to add a snap-in. Add the snap-in for the certificates, please. And it's gonna ask us for my user account. No, it's the computer account, please. Okay. Next. Nice. And yeah, okay. Here we go. Let's open it here under personal certificates. As you can see here, we still have no we have, yeah, just ignore this. There is duplication here for a reason. In my lab only, you should only see 2 RA certificates, not 4, just 2. Okay, it's for a reason. In my lab 2 of these are already revoked, so just ignore them. Yeah, assume that you just see 2 for now. Anyway, yeah, we should have the IIS one here, so we need to generate one. Right click all tasks and request new certificate. I need to be a bit, yeah, and then click next. We should here, yeah, click next again. We should see, yes, the NDES server certificate template. Select this one and then click here to set the needed details. Okay, so we will be only configuring this tab. Okay, we need to select, set a common name, set it once with the FQDN, set it twice, or second time I mean with only the net BIOS name. Okay, and under the alternative name we need to set a DNS also and select add it with the FQDN. Nice. Okay, it should work fine, fingers crossed. Yay, so it's enrolled correctly. If you face any issues, guys, here, just make sure that the under the security tab of the NDES server template, make sure that the computer account or of this machine it has the rights to read and enroll both. And make sure that you open again the MMC this way, not with the command certml.msc. Yeah, just open it this way to be able to generate the certificate from the scope of the computer, not the person, because that caused me an issue earlier. And that's yeah, nice. Here we are on the CA here. Yeah, we can see now the generated certificate. It was requested by the machine. As you can see, this is the name of the computer object. And yeah, using which template? Where is it? Where's the template? Yeah, the template here. Why is it typed like that? It should be in the server. This is I don't know. Yeah, it should right here in the server, not that GUID. Maybe because in my environment, in my lab environment, I created that one, deleted it, and recreated it again. So maybe this is the reason it's generating an error here. Yeah, this gibberish format. It should give you here the name. It should say in this server. Okay. There might be a conflict somewhere, but anyway, it's a template that is, yeah, if we can just double click on the certificate and see the details from within, maybe it's correct somewhere here. Yeah, issued by that one. This is fine. Certificate issuer. I believe the template also is here somewhere. We can find it here, can't we? Anyway, it's fine and healthy, so yeah, no worries. Nice. Let's get back to our server here. Yeah, this is our NDES machine, and yeah, it has it issued by, this is our subordinate CA, and yeah, it's doing great. Let's what next? Yeah, so what's next? Set a friendly name. I forgot to do this, sorry, but it's not mandatory, but you should set a friendly name. But either way, yeah, there's another name that will appear when you go to bind it. So yeah, this one. There's duplication also here, so just ignore. I should delete one of them. Yeah, this one is no longer needed, so we can delete this one for now. Not needed. I should have cleaned that up, but yeah, we have just one certificate. I can also delete those RA, but let's not waste the time now. This is the one I needed for the IAS, right? Okay. Yeah, but you should have given it a meaningful name. We need now to bind the certificate in the IAS, and we do this from the default website and bind it in the IAS. Let's open the IAS management console. Yeah, sites, again, right click on the default site, edit the bindings. Yeah, we already have it. Ignore this, please. It's a cache. I ran everything on this lab yesterday, but yeah, I had issues and I wanted to conduct a video with good quality, so this is why I cleaned up, but I forgot to clean up some of the stuff, such as this one. Yeah, it should have been removed while after uninstalling IIS, but anyway, let's add it once again, the binding. Okay, yeah, this time it's the HTTPS. You don't really need to specify hostname here, it doesn't really matter. Let's see how many templates here we have. Yeah, we have just one as expected, so this is the one that we need to have. Okay, you should remove the 80 binding for to have a secure environment, but keep it right now for testing, and you can remove it later, just to tighten the security. But for testing purposes, we need the port 80 to be allowed. All right, this is bound. Yeah, we need to, what else? Okay, now by default, the NDES server, when it runs, it's pointed by default to a certificate, a template called the IPsec offline certificate template, and we have already created a new template, which is the NDES user. So we need to point the NDES service to the customly created certificate template to be used for issuing the certificates we need. We are done here. Let's close the IIS. Let's keep this for a moment. No, we don't really need that any longer. Let's close this. No, we don't need this, but keep it for a moment. For now, this is done. Yeah, this is done. Okay, let's go to the registry editor. So go to run. Run. Am I typing in another language? It's okay. Run. Run. Ah, run. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the registry editor. Nice. Let's go. And I hope that one was also cleaned up. I will see now. Yeah, we need to go to this path. Okay. And if you can see the SCEP key is created, it means that the setup is configured properly. Yeah, we need to go to that path, please. So yeah, just try. Let's just paste it up there. Remove that bracket maybe. No, I'll remove this one. Don't really hurt, but yeah, H key. Yeah, we have the SCEP here, which is nice. So let's go compatibility. I just need the SCEP one. SCEP. Yeah, here it is. SCEP. Nice. So click on that key, the SCEP. Let's just hide anything else. And now you can see the default as I've told you. Yeah, it's pointing to these ones. So let's amend it. I'll click on each and let's change the template to the NDES user template. Correct. Make sure that the spelling matches the other the template as exactly. Copy, yeah, just to paste it to avoid further. Yes, you need to change it. Yeah, last time. Yeah. Okay, nice. All right. This one is done. There are a few more. This is, I can't say that it's optional or not, but in Intune instructions, it's required to also make changes to these registry keys to create these values. I'm not gonna create this them in this lab, but you should do them on your environment. Okay. Now what? Restarting the server. We're ready to restart it. So let's shut down. Restart it quickly. Yeah, let's restart it quickly and then see what happens next. And then yeah, the fun part comes. We're gonna test the environment and see if it works properly or not. So let's just give it a moment. Should be quick on Azure. I'm accessing these machines via, because they're not publicly accessible, so I'm accessing it via the Azure Bastion host on the VNet to make it secure, because yeah, I have no direct connection with Azure like a VPN or something. Alrighty, yeah, our server is restarted. Fingers crossed, hoping that it works fine. Let's open Edge as a web browser or any other web browser, but not Internet Explorer. Yeah, use Edge or use Chrome or anything else. Edge is fine just for testing. I think I press, yeah. Okay. Let's close this one. Yeah, let's now try it. So the URL is the fqdn/certsrv/mscep/mscep.dll. Yeah, this URL actually is no. This URL will be used by the endpoint devices to request the certificates, okay? And the other one here, the admin one, will be used to fetch the challenge password. Okay, what the challenge password is, if you don't know. So the to request a certificate, you need a challenge password. Okay, so the MDM will be fetching that password and pass it to the endpoint device, and the endpoint device will put the challenge password in the CSR. We will see that in the test. Yeah, let's give it a try with the local host, hoping that it works. Hooray! Okay, so yeah, now yeah, if you see this page and if it opens correct like this, so it means with no errors here, indicating that no, this this site is you don't have permissions or anything, so it means that this is fine. So now this is really cool. Okay, let's open another page, the admin one. I could have just clicked the link there, but I wanted to open it with also the local host, because there's a difference. Yeah, localhost. I'm not specifying the FQDN for a reason, but let's just open it. Nice. So now the admin page opens, which means that the SA account has been configured properly and everything is really in a good shape. Now you can see the thumbprint of the CA server. All right, and you can see here, this is the challenge password. We will need it for testing. We're gonna run a quick test here. That's fun, but yeah, I find it very handy, really, just it will save you a lot of time to make sure that this is really working and you have no problems with your configuration or access permissions, right? Yeah, let's close this. We no longer need this page. What should we do next? Okay, this is fine. Let's now try to open it with HTTPS and see if it's secure or not. And for the second page, let's also try to open it with the FQDN of the machine. Okay, so let me make the change here. Yeah, let's open it first with the HTTPS and see if it's gonna be secure really or not. And the certificate is accepted and yeah, recognized as a safe and secure website or not. It should be HTTPS localhost. No, I shouldn't be getting this result, but let's just this shouldn't be happening, but let's give it a moment. No, this is not. Yeah, of course. This is correct. This is correct because the common name in the certificate is not localhost. It's the FQDN. So let's give it a try with the host name. Okay. Let me prepare this out there just to keep it simple. Yeah, to save time zooming in, zooming out, and yeah, let's try it once with the localhost. There's an extra character here, and let's try it once again with the domain name. Yeah, copy it, paste. Nice. Let's try the other URL, which is the admin. So mskip_admin. Yeah, and also with the FQDN, but with the FQDN it won't open. But according to the documentation, this is fine. It won't open because it will ask for credentials, which we don't have, but again, yeah. Mouse nodes dot local. All right, let's try these one by one. So this one here first. Let me just, yeah. Let's actually open another one. Let's give it a try. Why, this is wrong. This is weird. It should open with no issues. Let me double verify the let me double verify the certificate. There might be something wrong. Expires on 24th of January. Okay, this is correct. Maybe, yeah, it's not secure, but this is wrong. It should be secure. We can configure this connection. No, it should be fine, by the way. It should be working right, just fine. Let me read this quickly again. It was working fine yesterday. It's just a certificate issue, but yeah, it should be working very fine, unless I made a mistake in the certificate, but I don't believe so. Yeah, okay, let's continue using the other one here. This one. We're gonna get also an error, but let's give it a try. Yeah. This shouldn't be happening, but yeah, so that one opened with no issues, but yeah. This one opened flawlessly, yeah, with no issues at all. So yeah, this one here says that it's secure. Maybe there's something wrong somewhere. Let me just double check the host name. Maybe I did something wrong, but yeah, the connection right now is secure. Let's try it for the admin one also. So before you move to production, make sure that you fix all of these. Yeah, it's still insecure, but this is not right. This is not right. This is wrong. With this one, it's going to ask for credentials, which is the SA credentials. It's not going to work, but it's fine. Skip 01, which is the service account, and the password. It's not going to open, I suppose. No, it's not going to open. This is fine. This is fine. But let me fix this, because this is not cool. Let's close this web browser and open it once again. Yeah, because the no, I don't have Chrome. Internet Explorer. Okay, let's try this one. Still insecure. Yeah, it could be just something in the configuration. It's fine, no worries. Usually, yeah, it's the right way to configure the certificate. There might be a duplication somewhere here or there. I will check this out. Yeah, so this is MMC. I need it. I don't know why it does not open this way. I don't really know why. I just want to run this, so yeah, okay, cool. Open it, run, once again, MMC. Yeah, MMC, add a snap-in, once again, certificate, the computer, yeah. Okay, righty. Okay, so let's see here what is wrong with that cert. Maybe I did something wrong. Let's double check the certificate. The RA, no, this is not our, yeah, sorry. Issue 2, skip 1. So this should be the one we are targeting here. This expires on the 24th of January, which is next year, or after 2 years. This one is correct. Let me double check. This is really weird, but let's check the path. The path is okay. Let's check here. Maybe the common names. This is the certificate template, yeah, it's the NDES server certificate template, and this is correct. Subject names, alternative name is this one. This is correct. Yeah, this is correct. Where's the other name? Template. Yeah, the subject, it's this, and both of them should be accepted. This is weird. This is really weird, but I don't know. It looks fine here. Nothing is really suspicious. It looks really fine. So let me quickly get back to the guide. I think we are good. But let's just make sure that we have created it the right way. Yeah. Add common name, and the BIOS. The DNS is also the BIOS. I didn't BIOS also as another common name. So this is correct, but maybe there could be a conflict. I'm not quite sure. Let's go to the CA. Yeah, but this is not gonna stop us. So there might be something cached here or there, because yesterday on the same machine I had this issued the same certificate. I think it's revoked, huh? Revocation. Yes, this one. This one is already revoked, so yeah, and it's not the one we're 2023 25th of effective. When does this expire? Let me check. Maybe I made something wrong. Valid from no, it's the correct one that I've revoked anyway, but it could be a cache or something, but it should be fine. Yeah, maybe we just need to yeah, it should work fine, but I don't know why. Okay, one last time, I just need to go to which URL, this URL here. Yeah, this is again weirdo, but all right. This is not nice, but at least with the FQDN it's working fine. But yeah, there should be your connection is not secure. Sorry, let me just read this quickly again. Yeah, I'm just clearing the entire history of the browser. Maybe a reboot would fix this, but not quite sure. Okay, let's not waste time here. So because it's at least with the FQDN, it's working fine now. This is really annoying. Let me hit a reboot and test this one more time, or maybe and then move forward to the next one. So I will come back shortly. Yeah, after the reboot actually did not fix it. It says that the name mismatches. Maybe I made a typo. No, there is nothing wrong here. Yeah, quick thing. Let's just remove it from IIS, add it once again, and see, maybe there might be a conflict. But at least, anyway, as I've mentioned, anyway, at least with the complete name, the FQDN, it's working properly fine. So I don't really need to care of that or waste more time on that anyway. All assigned, this server name. Yeah, this one is correct. Let's put no certificates. Okay. Let's I don't know. Let's delete it. Restart. Yeah, let's remove this quickly. Yes, please remove. Let's restart IIS quickly here. Oh boy, I'd rather run it from the start menu. CMD, run as admin, IIS, reset. But the cool thing is we are, guys, we are 60% or 70% on our way to the end of this journey, so it's a good news, of course, for you. Yeah. No, it's still, yeah. There might be something wrong here or there. Yeah, but yeah, it should work fine, no brainer. But anyway, yeah, again, the full name is working fine, so we don't really need to, yeah, because it's deleted. So let's add the binding once more quickly. Binding, add. We don't need to specify host name here, but yeah, the common names are correct on the certificate. However, here it's I don't know what exactly is wrong with it. Maybe we should have specified host friendly name, but the friendly name, of course, has nothing to do with that. I'm just talking to myself. Restart, please. Yeah, let's give it one last trial. If not, then maybe I can later pause and generate another certificate for that one. That's gonna be easy, just not to be wasting your time. I need this certificate, this URL, I mean. Open the browser once again. Yeah. No, okay, it's fine for now. At least again with FQDN it works. Let me prove that one more time for you. That with the complete FQDN it's working fine. It should work right away. Yeah, this one is secure, no worries. And this is more important than the one with the hostname. I just needed to make sure that everything is fine. But yeah, I will pause the video later and we'll give it another try and create another one. Alrighty. What else? Yeah, let's see. So this one is done. Okay, bind the SSL. This is done. We have rebooted the server. This is done. Optionally, you can make some changes to the if you have problems accessing the SCEP admin. Yeah, by making some changes in IIS, but we're not gonna touch this for now. Okay, to validate the configuration, yeah, you can use this script. You should find the link to the script at the end of this in the resources section for that script. Yeah, you can use it. It will run a report, run that script to generate a report about the status. It would be nice to run it, but keep in mind something here. If you if you are using the user groups as I've used, not the individual computer object or the individual service account, then yeah, if you're using the groups, you will be getting errors in the report that the SA account and the computer object are not getting the required access rights to the CA template, and this is fine. It's just a false positive. You can ignore it. All right? Yeah, it's mentioned here. Nice. Test the environment. Yeah, this is a nice. Well, there's a very nice tool out there that you can use. You can use it to simulate enrollment, right? On this blog here, which points to another blog where you can download it, but this blog here has good photos, yeah, and screenshots for the results, better than the other one. Go and download it. Yeah, you should be downloading it from this URL here. Yeah, I've already downloaded it on the NDES. You can download it anywhere, but anywhere on the network. But I've already downloaded it here on NDES. And by the way, yeah, downloads. You don't know downloads? This is nice. Okay, let me open my. Yeah, and by the way, it uses the HTTP protocol only. It does not support HTTPS, unfortunately. So you can't really test it from outside your network. Okay, unless you're publishing it in HTTP, which is of course not secure at all. Okay, so this is the tool. Let me copy it to the C drive. I think I already have it on the C drive, but I need to overwrite it just to have a fresh folder. Yeah, let me delete this one. Sorry. Yeah, deleted. Let's go downloads. Get it there again. C drive, paste it there. You can paste it in, you just run it from anywhere, but yeah, on the C drive seems to be a bit easier. Alrighty, let's navigate to the path /skip dir. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, again, skip once again. dir, I got it folder in a folder. Yeah, we need these files, so this is the utility. All right, I have the commands here for the ease of access. These are the required commands, but let's go to that guide very quickly. So what it says here, yeah, we need to get the challenge password. We will get it from the admin page of NDES. We need to generate a CSR for the endpoint device as a simulation, and then, yeah, request the CA certificates, and then, yeah, request a certificate to be signed by the CA. So just follow this. You should find that you should get the results similar to this. Let me go to my nice CA. So these are the certificates we have now. Let's give it a try, and if you face any issues, you should check the event viewer of the CA. Yeah, it will take good notes. All right, so we need to generate a CA using the OpenSSL command, and I'd recommend that you don't change any of the file names here, because this tool is meticulous actually. So let's paste this one. Yeah, it's asking me for a common name here. I will call this one phone2 as a common name for the device, and it's asking here for a password, which is the challenge password of NDES. So let's go there, and let's go to the admin page or the admin URL. Let's take this challenge password, paste it here. Yeah, we're done. Right, what's the next command? We need to fetch the CA certificates, and yeah, you need to specify here the FQDN of your machine. Nice. This is the result we're expecting here. Okay, let's hopefully that it works with no errors. Yeah, now we are going to generate or sign the CSR, hoping that it generates a successful message. No, sorry. Yeah, great. So I've just pressed enter. Yeah, and yeah, it was able to generate to get the CSR signed for the device. If you get any other issues here, then most likely you have access permission issues, or something is wrong, or the subject name configuration on the NDES user template is not correct. So let's go to the CA and check. What can we see here? Let me refresh the issued passwords. Yeah, refresh. Where is it? It should be not the revoked. Sorry. Yeah, here we are. The under the issued certificates here, we have now a new one that was requested by the service account. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's open it, double clicking on it here. Yeah, so it's issued for phone2 as I've specified, and yeah, valid until 15 days the path, and it's secure. Yeah, here it is. So this is a good simulation for it, so your environment is working perfectly fine. Let's check the guide and proceed, guys, further. Okay, the checks are fine here, and the NDES HA, yeah, again, as I've mentioned, for availability purposes, you should have at least 2 NDES servers But by design, unfortunately, by design, it does not support high availability features. So you need to put it behind a load balancer. It's my idea to put it behind the load balancer, and that load balancer routes the traffic only to one node at a time, only one node, not to both, just one them, and the second one is configured as a standby. You can, if it's a weighted load balancing, then you should give it a 100% load balance value for weight for the node number 1, for example, and node 2 is 0, so nothing gets redirected to the other one. And the reason behind this is the technical reason. Let me share that quickly with you here on the machine, because each server, each NDES server generates its own, where is the page? Generates its own passwords. So if I hit refresh now, it should, yeah, changed, it got changed, okay? So each node generates its own certificate, challenge passwords. So this is why if you are putting it behind the load balancer and it's round robining, distributing on a round robin fashion to both nodes, then maybe the MDM fetches challenge password from node 1, passes it to the endpoint device, and when the endpoint device talks to the NDES environment, the SCEP environment, the load balancer forwards the traffic to the other node, node number 2, which has, for the time being, which has another challenge password for now. So the CSR signing will fail. There is a workaround for that, but it's not secure, honestly. I don't believe it's that secure, unless, yeah, you're good with that. You can set a fixed challenge password, by the way. It's possible, it's doable. You can set it in the registry, in a registry key. We're not gonna go through that, but it's possible. You can do this. You can set the same challenge password across all of your NDES nodes, but you would need on a regular basis manually to change that password, but it's gonna be painful because you need, maybe you can set a script or something to contact all of these nodes, all of these NDES nodes, and change the password manually for you using automation, I mean, but this is not secure. So yeah, so the best thing to do, in my opinion, is, yeah, use the load balancer with one active node, the second one put it in a, yeah, as a standby node. All right, so this is about HA. Yeah, this is the last part, I believe, here, and yeah, of configurations. The others we are just gonna pass by them quickly. Configuring the app proxy. So let me power on my server here for it's already powered on. Yeah, everything is already powered on. Yeah, for the app proxy connector. So yeah, we're gonna work now on Azure from now on. For the upcoming part. So we need to create and configure Azure AD app proxy for our NDES deployment, and it requires what is called a connector. So let's get back to let's maybe go here to the diagram. Yeah, here is the diagram. So if you can see here on this second diagram here, the Azure app proxy requires the app proxy connector, which is a piece of software. You can install it anywhere. You can install the connector on a machine on the cloud here in Azure, as in my situation. I have it already on Azure. You can have it on-prem anywhere. But keep in mind, please keep the connector as close as possible to the NDES node with no firewalls in between. That would be nice, on the same subnet, so no microsegmentation on anything, no NSX or, yeah, no microsegmentation, no VXLAN. Just keep it on the same subnet, please. It's preferred, okay, to avoid any latency or any SSL inspections or anything or malware inspections on the way. So no firewalling should be here. So please try to place the connector machine on the same subnet as the NDES node or nodes, okay. Again, you must, or it's highly preferable to place the connector as close as your node. So if your NDES is deployed on-prem, then please put the connector machine also on-prem, deploy it on-prem. If you have the NDES on the cloud for any reason, then also again place the connector close to it, which means that you should also deploy the connector machine on the cloud, right? Can you install the connector software directly or on the NDES? Yes, it's possible, but it's not recommended by Microsoft. You should put it on a dedicated one just in case this one gets compromised. In some cases, you needed to apply an update, and that required a reboot. And again, you should have, in a production environment, you must have at least 2 connector nodes, at least, depending on the sizing. Even if you are gonna needed to enroll 100 phones, which is nothing. So maybe when it comes to resource consumption, 1 node is quite enough. But in terms of high availability, you should have, again, at least 2. So please, in production, have at least deploy 2 of these, right? Azure will take care of the load balancing. Okay. What if I have multiple NDES servers? Can I install the connector here and there? Yes, technically it's doable, but again, you will be stuck with the challenge password thing. So Azure will be load balancing the traffic across all of the identified, detected connector nodes. Yeah, so if the connector is installed, I should have drawn another diagram. So if the if this one is also that role is installed here, and you have multiple NDES servers, yeah, it's gonna be a nightmare for you. Otherwise, you will need to have a unified challenge password, but again, this is not secure. So let's separate them and follow the best practice. Please deploy a dedicated machine with no other things on it. Don't install anything else but this. You can have it. You don't really need to have it a domain member. You don't need to join to the domain, but it will be a bit complicated for you to maintain. In production, I prefer to have it a standalone machine, a work group machine, not joining the domain. But when it comes to validating the SSL certificate, again, yeah, of the NDES website, then manually you need to import the certificate chain into your connectors. So keep that in mind. I already have it in the important notes on the guide. So yeah, it's already covered there. So you need manually to export the root CA certificate and the subordinate, if any, certificates, and import them here to make the connector able to validate the certificates, the certificate of the IIS of this machine. Otherwise, if the connector machine fails to validate the certificate of the NDES, the app proxy will not work. So the devices from outside will not be able to, open a web page. The web page, it will fail. There is a SSL issue, and it will not work. I hope that we won't face it in our lab, but yeah, it's the case. So either you just join the connector to the domain. In this lab, I joined it to domain, but in production, I don't prefer to join to domain. Yeah, just to save us some time. All right, let's get back to here, and Azure in general. Let's get back to the. All right, so this is as a best practice. Have to, if you're going to deploy the connector machine on the cloud, so make sure that you deploy it on different availability zones, blah, blah, blah. This is the connector machines. Okay, we need now to prepare the, this is how to do the sizing here. You can find it here. For further instruction is here, how to install it. The preparation for the node, because we need to make some preparations. This is, make sure that the VMs are prepared for the connector to be installed before installing the role, the connector, I mean. So there's a guide here for the preparation. For Windows 2019, you definitely need to make a change in the registry keys. The instructions are here. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay, plan your implementation, implement your solution, manage your implementation, plan your implementation. Okay, there's the registry keys. See, understand the proxy connectors. Yeah, here we go. This is what you need to amend, and actually there are two, if I'm not mistaken. There are two registry sets that you need to change. Yeah, you need to enable TLS 1.2, of course, and there is something else that you need also to do to disable HTTP 2, but I can't see it here, so let's just stick to this one. Yeah, and that's it. This is for 2019. No, there's some other note for 2019. Okay, let's stick to this for now. Let's get back to the guide. Yeah, so yeah, it says here, yeah, deploy the connector on, oh yeah, make the right sizing, etc., etc. Yeah, configure the connector. Yeah, this second stage. So let's now, for now, let's deploy the machine and have it prepared. So please, yeah, follow the guidance. Go to the requirements of the deployment and make sure that these are deployed. So it says here, you need a server running Windows 2012 R2 or later. Yeah. There's something else about HTTP 2, but it's not mentioned here. So I believe that, yeah, let's just ignore that for now. Let's just configure that one, only that one, and see if something goes wrong. But there's, there's another, yeah, install Azure AD app proxy connector on Windows Server 19. Maybe I just need to add it. Install Azure App Proxy Connector on Windows Server 2019. This is the result. Let's open this article. Yeah. Prerequisites 2019. Yeah, here it says, yes, important note, if you are installing the connector on Windows 2019, you must disable HTTP 2. I will make a, yeah, this URL is definitely available on the guides. However, I will add this very link to the PDF guide, and I will update it right after this video, just to avoid any confusion on your side. Right, I will add another one. Yeah, yeah. Let's take a note for that. I will just I don't want to forget Notepad. This one. Win 2019. I will fix this after this video. Okay, so we need to make these changes here. The key can be set via PowerShell. Oh, this is in a text file, so let me take this in a text file outside, just to run it in a reg file. Notepad once again. Yeah. Okay, this is for the. Let's keep this open for a moment. Let's also take this. I'd assume there was another guide. We can put all of them on the same file. Yeah, copy. Sorry. Yeah, copy. Let me check something. There was a quick method here of updating all of these. Just on one shot, you can update everything. Let me put it a little bit up there. Yeah. What should we create? Yeah, we need. Let me expand this. Yeah. So we need to create this. We need to create that one. Let's have it on a second row. We need to create that one as well. Create it down there. And for the last one, Yeah. This is in a, okay, there's this quotation marks. Let's keep it as is and let's give it a try. Okay, so let's log into the connector machine first. Go here. Yeah, this is my connector, a proxy connector machine. Nodes. Okay, let's join to the domain, of course. So I'm gonna log into it with my credentials, domain credentials. All right, so yeah, this is cool. Nice. Let me just make sure that the local firewall is turned off. I think it is, but I just need to double check. Firewall. Yeah, everything is turned off. Nice. Alrighty, let's create a text file here to paste the ingredients. Next text file, and then I will rename it later. Copy, paste in here. Okay, let's change the, what exactly is wrong with you? Do you want to save the changes to yes, please? Yeah, all right. Let's change the file format. So I need first to, no, not the control panel, but the C drive. I need to show the extensions. We can do this in the Explorer right away. Yeah, here, where is options? No, in the review, I think. Yeah, options. View, hide the extensions. No, please, show me the extensions. Nice. To be able to, yeah, to set this. Put it on registry. Let's open the reg edit just to double check. It should work right away. If it didn't work, then don't hate me. We will, yeah, set this. What it says here, yeah, adding information, yes, please. Right, yep. The keys are created. Nice. So we need to just validate to make sure that they are proper. They were properly created. So let me go to the first key here. Okay. I want to open that one. It should be no. My apologies. I just need to zoom in a little bit to see. Maybe I need to remove that bracket. I hope that it got created. Otherwise, we can create it manually, but yeah. Yes, so here we got to HTTP. Let's just check we are here. Where did that go? Sorry. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, I'm at the right path here, and I can see a couple of registry keys. So let's just check if this is the one needed or not. Yeah, so enable HTTP2. It should be set to 0. Yeah, this is the one. HTTP2 and corrected, got it set now to 0. We need to just check one more. Under that key, there should be, for TLS, there should be 3 There should be a couple of keys. If this one also works fine, then yeah, it means that we are good. Paste. Let me paste. No. Yeah, it created TLS under. Yeah, we should go under client and under server. Yeah, so we have the subfolders created, which is cool. So the client, yeah, this one is created here. Let me zoom out a little bit for you. The server one is also there. So yeah, our config is oh, there's a missing key here. Why now? Why is that? So there is one here. I think no, we have a problem. Yeah, because it should have created something for us. Yeah, it should have created this. Ah, sorry. Yeah, this is enabled. This is correct, right? Enable. Yeah, there is a method, but it's not on top of my head, honestly, right now. Yeah, let me make a, yeah, this should go there. Yeah, my mistake. Let's try it this way. Yeah, I need to make a quick edit here. Yeah, because we don't want to end having issues with the setup. So yeah, this should go on another line. Yeah, line below, I mean. And this one also. Yeah, just to avoid creating these ourselves. Indentation not needed, not important. Okay. Let's create it. Double click it again. I hope that it works fine this time. Generates the needful. Yes. So now, yeah, now for the server, for the client it's fine. For the server also it's fine. We have the entries required as in here. Let's check the last one just in case, just to be sure. But the last key here, yeah. It's better to validate. Just to, yeah, it's better to validate. So yeah, it's good that I've validated. Yeah, otherwise the connector won't work. Okay, I am at that path. Yeah, no, that path is not what we want. That path is what we need actually. Yeah. Should navigate correctly. Yes, it just navigated. Where to find it when you need it? Yeah, here it is. That one here. We needed to create a value. Yeah, this one. So it's there with the correct value. So now we are good to go. Yeah. Let's get back to the guide. Now we can download and install. I haven't downloaded it. We should do this together. All right. Okay, so that part is done. We need to download it. So you need to log into your Azure portal with a global, with an Azure AD global admin or Azure AD application admin access rights. Otherwise, you won't be able to configure it. All right, we will download it. Yeah, you can follow these instructions. We can download it, download the software needed, and yeah, and continue. So this is the connector machine. Let's go to Edge. Let's try running the before we continue. Yeah, let's try to open the NDES, the SCEP environment from this page. So let me try that one. Nice. So here I'm on the connector machine, and it can navigate successfully with FQDN to the SCEP environment, and the certificate is secure. Nice. I'm not sure. No, is it gonna? I'm curious actually about it. I'm not sure if it's gonna open it easily or not. Yeah, insecure yet. Okay, I will replace that certificate later, but at least with the FQDN it's working fine. And what concerns us is the FQDN, so it's fine for now. But it would be nice also to have the host name working properly, to have it open. Yeah, the certificate also to have it working properly with the host name, with the NetBIOS. All right, let's go to the Azure portal. So let me log in there, portal.azure.com. I will log in with my credentials. No. What's the password? Which is a good question. Let me get the password and get back to you. Yeah, hoping that it works. No. All right, stay connected. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I need to authenticate on my app to approve the access. My phone. Yeah, it's nice to have that MFA configured anyway. No, what's now? Yeah, let's go to the ADD. So Azure Active Directory. Go to Azure Active Directory, and here on the left pane, you need to go to App Proxy. Navigate. Yeah, sorry. It scrolls really quickly now. App Proxy. Okay. Okay, App Proxy is disabled. This is fine because there are no configured connectors for now. So this is fine. We can't add any because we have no connectors. The connectors should be listed here right after, and this is in the group, which is the default group. You can create other groups, yeah, which is good, and to add your other connector machines. Okay, download the app. Yeah, so application proxy connector download, at least 2012. Yeah, please accept and download. Should take no time. Open it, please. Open the folder. Here we have it. Okay. Double click on it. Nice and easy. Yeah. So we need to provide the credentials, and what's nice about the Azure App Proxy and the connector, that the connection is always outbound from the connector towards the App Proxy, so it's really secure. However, I would prefer, yeah, to have it to have the connector machine non-jointed to this as standalone, not a domain member. Okay, once again, providing here my Azure credentials with the access rights. No, sorry. You can sign in here with a personal account, use your work, school, or... All right, so it refused to accept my personal email account, which is the global admin. So yeah, I had to create another account, hoping that it works. So yeah, created this one here. Let's copy the username. Yeah, so the username is, yeah, this username. Let's give it a try now. Yeah, it refused to sign in with the personal account. Let's try it now. I haven't actually signed in with it yet, but let's no, maybe because I need to reset the password. Maybe it's the cause. I have not reset it yet. No. Yeah, now it requires a new password. No problem. This because this is just a new account that I'm creating, so get another. And you can safely change the password of your Azure Global Admin account. What is this? We've seen the password too many times before choose. Hard to guess. Okay, let me choose another password. I'll tell you something, but let me finish this. How many characters does it need, actually? I'm not quite sure, but let it. I hope that one works. Nice. Yeah, you can safely change the password of your Azure Global Admin account. The password itself is not required for the authentication of the registration of your connector to Azure AD, to the Azure AD app proxy, because it uses certificates for authentication, mutual authentication. So yeah, the password is just initially needed to join, to register the connector to the app proxy. To the app proxy. Yeah. All right. Next. No, we don't need to use this now.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, it's my Alexa. Skip now. Yeah, because it's concerned about the account I'm using. Okay, so now it's supposed to be registered, and here back on the on Azure. If we refresh now, we should see the new the connector, the registered one. Let's refresh. Right, yeah, so here it is. It's still inactive. Okay, let's wait for that to be active. Okay, so here it is. It should be active. I'm not sure why is it inactive. Let's check here. Yeah, it's the group is in North America. All right, I think we should have another group in Europe, but I don't believe it's the reason for being inactive. But let's give it a few moments, maybe, and refresh. There's no button for refresh here. Okay, it's getting prepared. Yeah, so now it's active. Yeah, but you better in production, you better create groups. Okay, connector groups, and in your region, and yeah, add the connectors you have to it. But we're not gonna do this now. So this part is done. Right, let me get back to the documentation. Okay, and Azure can take care of updating the connector, but it's not our concern now. Our main concern is exposing or publishing NDES. So for more information, please go through the Azure App Proxies documentation, just to save us some time. Yeah, some important notes here. If your connector nodes aren't domain joined, yeah, that's what I was referring to. So please go through all of these. Configure the app proxy. Yeah, here we need to configure an app. So let's get back, but let's this time do it from my web browser, not from within the virtual machine. Let's go to app proxy once again. No. Home. AD. Azure. Okay. Proxy. Yeah. A proxy. Application proxy. Here we have it. Yeah. Let's click on configure to create. You can create a new group, new connector group from here, but we need to configure an app proxy. So like where I clicked. Yeah, and let's see here. Here it's gonna require some information from us. So basic or advanced. What the advanced is. Now we don't need to worry about the advanced settings for now. Let's just keep it here. For the advanced here, it's asking the timeout. No, nothing here is needed to worry about. Okay, this is nice. You can set it to maintenance mode for now. You give it a name. I'm gonna call it most nodes skip environment 01. For example, this is the name of the just a friendly name. Okay, unique name. What's the internal URL? Nice. This is the internal URL we have in our environment. This one is the one we need. So we need actually to publish it till here. We don't need the rest of the path. We just need the host name, the QDN of the machine that we are publishing, right? Okay, so we need to get here and HTTPS. This is our internal name. This is how the connector will connect to our internal service. Okay, the external URL, it's a thing that we can define here. I will keep it as is. This is not bad. Okay, so this is the URL here, and if you have custom domains, in my environment here I have none. But if you are using your business custom domain name already registered with Azure AD, so you will, in this drop-down list, you will be able to select it, but I don't, so it's fine here. In this case, I have no other subdomains, right? Private domains, I mean. Like, for example, if you have custom domains, okay, then you would need to create on your domain registrar, on your public DNS, you will need to create a CNAME record to point to this URL. But this is in the case that you want to use your custom URL with your custom domain name. If you don't really care about that, then just use this URL and that's it. Okay, let's proceed. The pre-authentication Active Directory, no, it's a pass-through mode because we will use the authentication of the NDES itself. This is the default group of the connectors. You should select the other one if you create it. So it would be nice if you create a custom resource connector groups. Clicking create and give it moment here. It's being created. Let's give it a moment. It should all right, so the resources the resource has been created. How to get there to make any required changes? So let me change the view here to application proxies. No, not here. That's not what I meant. This is the application proxy with these settings. You can test the application or not, but assuming that you want to get back to it later. So if you go again to the Azure AD, to the proxy, you can find it here. You just, in here, you can just configure and manage your connectors, but you can't see it. So where can I, and you can also create another app proxy. You can create multiple ones for different reasons, but this is not in our scope now. So if you want to get there, you need actually to go to a different tab, which is the enterprise applications here. You need to go to the enterprise applications. Most likely you will have tons of them here, but here I have only one in my tenant. So this is the one that we have created. Click on it and then you will get the details you need. This is an enterprise app. You need to scroll down a bit and click on application proxy once again. So here you will be able to see the configuration page, which is this one. Okay, to make future changes, change it to HTTP maybe just for testing purposes. You can change it to HTTP for testing. All right, it's supposed to be published now. Okay, we have our URL, so let's try it. So this is our external URL. Let me open another tab here. So this is our external URL that will be used by the endpoint devices and the MDM solution. Let's give it a try. It should open the Internet Explorer default page. Hopefully that we face no issues here. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, now we have some progress. Okay, so let's add the suffix, the needed suffix here. Yeah, you know it. It's cert srv/mscep/mscep.dll. Once again, enter. Hooray! Yeah, now it works. So, of course, if I click here, it's not gonna lead us anywhere because this is an internal one. Let me go to the admin. It won't open, but yeah. I mean, it is gonna pop up, yeah, for login. Let's try it, but it's not gonna work. I know. I think because the MDM can fetch the challenge password without viewing anything here. But yeah, let's give it a try. At mouseNodes.local. This is the internal domain. Yeah. Run my password for the account. Yeah, this is supposed to be fine. This is supposed to be fine. Okay. Yeah. So this is set. This is fine. Let's proceed to the next one. Okay, so we're done with everything here. Nice. So accessing the SCEP, we've already gone through this. You need to use your FQDN. You are already familiar with these URLs here. Okay, what else? Yeah, important notes. I would strongly, recommend that you go through this, please. Yeah. So changing the NDES service account password. What if you change the password of the NDES? You need to change it also in the IIS of NDES. So for any reason, you need to change the password in your domain on your domain controller. You need also to change it here again. So you need to go. Let's close all of this. I'm not gonna change it. I just want to show you where to change it. Okay, go to IIS. Under the application pools, here is the SCEP application. Right? You right click on it. Sorry, you right click on it. You go to advanced settings, and down below you should find here under the process model. Here under identity, this is the user account, so you can here make the needed change. You can, if I'm not mistaken, you can even change the accounts if you click on set, but we're not going to proceed. You can change the SA account, but I don't recommend that. Yeah, because of course you would need to grant it access in other places. But if you add it to the SA security group that we've created, then you're good to go. In case you needed to change the security account itself, the service account. But here you can set the new password, so now you know. Okay. Renew the ISSL certificate, of the IIS. You need to do that. So don't put a reminder for yourself for the life cycle management of your NDES or your SCEP environment. You need to keep an eye on that one and renew it, because if it's invalid, an invalid certificate, an expired one, nothing will work. Okay. The RA certificates, again, you need to take care of these, keep an eye on them. You need to replace them. There are steps here for renewing it. It's a bit complicated somehow, but you can do it, of course. Sorry. Should open. What the hell is that? Am I clicking on help? Oh yeah, as usual, I'm clicking on help. Sorry. Not opening. Anyway, just copy it. Forget about it. Copy it, paste it there. It should open fine. Yeah, that's a blog where are the yeah, here it's listed, it lists here the needed steps to renew the RA certificates for any reason. So yeah, keep an eye on this one. Yeah, it's a very useful blog. What else? Yeah, you need of course to import the private PKI SSL chain, as I told you, in case the CA the connector machine is not a domain member. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I should have mentioned here for the connector machine. Subordinate certificates. Yeah. This is for the connector node. Sorry. Yeah. Troubleshooting. Yeah, this is very important. So yeah, you should refer to the IIS logs in case you have issues. On the NDES machine itself, if you're getting errors such as error 500, yeah, you need to dig into the event viewer. You need to go to this event, yeah, see API 2, enable it, and it will get you very important information. I will make another video about troubleshooting about this thing later. Okay. There are some useful commands here. Again, the PKI view utility is very useful. Some other useful commands on blogs. Yeah. These are the resources, as I've mentioned earlier. All of the resources that I've used to create this ultimate guide. Okay. Yep. So I think that's it. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything. We have covered everything. Yeah, it's been a very long, too long journey. I know. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, if you liked the illustration, then yeah, I would appreciate if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Yeah. So I wish you a successful implementation for your SCEP environment, and yeah, that's it. Have a lovely day. Thank you. Bye.